So with this video, we're going to be recording the Unit 6 review. That way you're prepared for your test tomorrow. Number one, what is the measure of one angle in a regular 24gon? So you're going to need that interior sum theorem where it says n minus 2 multiplied by 180. But if we're looking for one angle, you're going to have to divide it by the number of sides you have. So here we have a 24gon, so that means we have 24 sides. So it'll be 24 minus 2 multiplied by 180 divided by 24. And then put that in your calculator, you would get 165. Number two, in the figure, the horizontal lines are parallel and AB is equal to BC, which is equal to CD. Find JM. So we have a transversal line, and whenever we have a transversal line, that means all of the lines are going to be transversal and they get cut congruently. So they're going to get cut evenly. So if ML is 5, LK is 5, and KGEM is 5, so KJ is 5. So if I'm looking for the entire JM, 5 plus 5 plus 5, JM is 15. Number three, we're going to do a little bit of algebra. Find values of x and y for which ABCD must be a parallelogram. So right now it's a quadrilateral. We want to make it a parallelogram, and we know our diagonals bisect. So if our diagonals bisect, and if this is our midpoint, A to our midpoint is 3x minus 2 is congruent to x plus 4. And 4y minus 6 is congruent to y plus 18. So we're going to have two sets of equations. We're going to have an x equation. We're also going to have our y equation, and then we'll be able to solve it. So I know 3x minus 2 is equal to x plus 4. And 4y minus 6 equals y plus 18. And then solve for x and y. I'll do the first step, and then you can do the rest on your own. I want you to practice solving for x's and solving for variables in general. Equals 4. And then get x by itself right here. And then on the other side, I'll get you started here. Minus y. You get 3y minus 6 equals 18. And then solve for y and get y by itself. Number 4, how many sides does a regular polygon have if each exterior angle measures 36? So whenever we're given just an exterior measure, but we want to find the number of sides we have, we're going to use our formula n equals 360 divided by our exterior. So that means I'm going to take 360, I'm going to divide it by 36. We have a 10gon. So the number of sides equals 10. On number 5, find the values of the variables in the parallelogram. So we know with a parallelogram bisects angles, or our diagonals bisect each angle, and opposite angles are congruent. So if opposite angles are congruent, if this is 98, then Z is 98 as well. And we can also use our alternate interior angles. If this is 36, then X will be 36 as well. I don't know what the measure of this angle equals, but I know whatever it is, it'll equal this. So once I find y, I can find this last missing angle. So I know with the quadrilateral, everything adds up to 360. So I'm going to add up everything I know already, and then I'm going to subtract that from 360, and then I'll cut it in half. So I'm going to add up 98 with 98, 36 with 36. Plug that into your calculator. You get 268. Subtract that from 360 since I know the sum of all of my angles add up to 360. You get 92. And I have two equal angles that are going to be the exact same measurement, and I know both of them add up to 92, so then I'll just divide that by 2. And I get 46. So measure of angle y is 46, and so is our last measurement. On number 6, ABCD is a parallelogram. We know with parallelograms, our opposite angles are congruent. So if DAB, so DAB, meaning right here is 120, what is BCD? Remember, opposite angles are congruent. If they're congruent, if this is 120, so is angle C. Number 7, DEFG is a rectangle. So I'm going to draw a rectangle first off. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I have this awesome technology that allows me to draw straight lines. Let me just erase this part. Okay. Draw another straight line for my diagonals. Okay. I got D, E, F, G. I know DF is a measurement of 6x minus 5. EG is a measurement of x plus 35. And I know that they're congruent to each other since I have a rectangle. And my diagonals are bisecting and they're congruent. So I'm going to set them equal to each other. So this means I have x plus 35 equals 6x minus 5. Subtract x from both sides, I get 5x minus 5 equals 35. And then you can go ahead and solve the rest for the variable.